There are moments in life when the journey feels too heavy for words. Doctor appointments, setbacks, unanswered prayers, victories nobody else sees, and quiet tears in the middle of the night can shape a person in ways the world may never fully understand. Health battles have a way of stripping life down to what truly matters. They teach you what strength really looks like. They teach you who stays. They teach you how deeply you need God. And through my own crazy, beautiful health journey, there are two words I have learned to live by. Keep going. Not because every day is easy, not because every prayer gets answered overnight, not because fear magically disappears, but because God is still God in the middle of the struggle. Sometimes keep going looks heroic. Sometimes it looks like worship music playing softly in a hospital room. Sometimes it looks like praying through tears. Sometimes it looks like simply getting out of bed when my body wants to quit. The world often celebrates dramatic victories, but heaven also sees the quiet endurance. The days when nobody applauds you for surviving. The moments when faith is not loud but stubborn. The seasons where all you can do is whisper, "Jesus, help me make it through today." That still counts as faith. Health journeys are strange because they are both painful and beautiful at the same time. Painful because suffering changes you. Beautiful because God meets you there in ways comfort never could. When life is going well, it is easy to say God is good. But when your body hurts, your plans collapse, your future feels uncertain, and you still choose to trust Him anyway, that kind of faith becomes refined like gold. I have learned that healing is not always instant. Sometimes healing comes in layers. Sometimes God heals physically. Sometimes He heals emotionally. Sometimes He heals spiritually first while your body is still fighting a battle. And sometimes the miracle is not that you escaped the storm. Sometimes the miracle is that you did not lose your faith inside it. Keep going became more than motivation for me. It became survival. It became worship. It became a declaration that sickness would not have the final word over my life. Because Jesus always has the final word. There were days I questioned everything. Days I was exhausted from being strong. Days where I wondered why the road felt so long. But every single time I thought I had reached the end of myself, God reminded me that His strength begins where mine ends. That is the beauty of grace. Grace carries you when your legs are weak. Grace holds you together when your emotions fall apart. Grace reminds you that your identity is not found in a diagnosis, limitation, or medical chart. You are still loved. You are still chosen. You are still called. You are still valuable. The enemy wants suffering to make you bitter, isolated, and hopeless. But God can use suffering to make you compassionate, authentic, and deeply rooted in Him. Some of the most powerful people I have ever met are people who have suffered deeply yet still carry kindness in their hearts. People who know pain but still choose love. People who understand weakness yet continue encouraging others. That is real strength. Maybe your own journey feels messy right now. Maybe you are waiting for test results, fighting chronic illness, battling exhaustion, or carrying silent struggles nobody else understands. Keep going. Even when progress feels slow. Even when your prayers feel repetitive. Even when fear tries to speak louder than faith. Keep going, because God is still writing your story. One of the hardest lessons health struggles teach us is surrender. We like control, we like plans, we like certainty, but faith often grows strongest in uncertainty. Sometimes God calms the storm. Sometimes God calms His child while the storm still rages. Either way, He remains faithful. Looking back, I can honestly say this journey has changed me. It has forced me to slow down. It has humbled me. It has deepened my prayer life. It has made me appreciate small victories. It has taught me to stop taking ordinary days for granted. And strangely enough, in the middle of all the pain, I have found beauty. Beauty in quiet mornings with God. Beauty in people showing up unexpectedly. Beauty in learning that weakness is not failure. Beauty in realizing that hope can still exist in hard places. This crazy, beautiful journey has taught me that life is fragile, but faith is strong. Bodies may struggle, but God's promises remain unshaken. So if I could leave you with anything today, it would simply be these two words: keep going. Not because you have all the answers, not because you never feel afraid, but because Jesus walks beside you every step of the way. And sometimes, the greatest testimony is not a person who never struggled. Sometimes, the greatest testimony is not a person who never struggled. Sometimes, the greatest testimony is the person who went through the fire and still chose to trust God.